Hey guys, MCM Mike here. Welcome back to another episode of the Somnium Files. In the last episode, let's just say Mizuki had a really bad day after the last crudely titled episode. Well, to put it simply, Mizuki's parents both, they did that like whole dying thing that you're not recommended to do. So Mizuki had to witness a lot. We got to the source of Mizuki's trauma, and we synced with her and better understood how she was feeling, and she was able to finally communicate again. And yeah, now we thought the killer was Aset or Ota. Turns out it was neither of them, as both of them were put into danger by someone in a polar bear costume. And we noticed that Aset's eye was taken out like the other victims. So we're left wondering who could be behind this, and why the hell wasn't it Aset? I swear to God, she was the murderer until they threw that at me. We're slowly realizing that this game makes you think you know what's happening, and then just says, piss off, and throws something out of left field at you like a fucking polar bear costume. It is fun. In a very weird murder mystery type of way. But if you're enjoying this series so far, I highly recommend leaving a like on the video, and if you feel so inclined, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss stream VODs and other gaming content from me. I have a secret project in the works that comes out next week, so I really hope you'll tune into that. So subscribe so that you don't miss out when that video drops. And yeah, with that, let's continue the Somnium Files. So we were last at the boss's office. Let's go see how they're doing. Probably not well, because, you know, someone died, and that whole dying thing is pretty bad. Oh, that's right, I forgot this actually shows like a brief summary of events with a few screenshots. I'll be leaving now. Good night, Tess. Have the good sleeps. Oh, that's right. We can actually move on the map now. That's not a costume, that's just a polar bear. I'ma call bullshit on that one, dude. So it looks like we have all kinds of places that we can go to. Is there a way to like check our objective, or... Let's see, can we talk to her? Why would you write that as dialogue? Not that I would want to. You totally do, Date. You totally want to look up your boss's skirt, you weirdo. You don't know that it's not Ota. He and the bear were never on screen together. But he got stabbed and the guy in the polar bear costume ran away. Cold storage warehouse. That seems to be... Oh, wait, no, that's not even a new location. This is the crime scene, where we saw Aset get her eye taken out, which is... Yikes! As much as I want to believe it's the mom, because that would be funny, I'm pretty sure it's not the mother. Watch it be the mom, because that's like the one character I didn't predict. Because as you've all seen with my Nintendo E3 predictions, I have a very bad sense of clairvoyance.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
Like, I can predict announcements, but not when they happen. I keep telling you, you didn't do it, though. You are a Twitch viewer, good sir. Police officer. But there's been no progress. Okay, well, let's go in the warehouse. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. So we can't even go in? What the hell are we doing here? It's a van.
The Matsushita family.
The Matsushita
It appears
family.
as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gear shift.
Oh, that's right.
Iris's
Him and
fingerprints
Asa
were
got
found around
away.
the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
So how did the killer get here? I'm assuming it was through the station wagon?
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Yep.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
Aiba did it.
The car was stolen.
I mean, we
while the
can't
owner
exactly
was shopping
count her
inside
out
the
there.
store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
What? Wait.
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident.
Wait, that can't be right. If he
Ota's
took the station
fingerprints were
wagon, then
also
who
found
took
on
the
steering
van?
wheel of that
How
car.
could he have taken both to the same crime
There's no
scene?
doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct.
Ben took the van? Oh, yeah, totally.
About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m.
So what
That
happened for
makes
the next...
4.5 hours
Yeah,
until he
4.5?
appeared on screen.
So he stole both the van and the
Is
station
there
wagon.
anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Wait.
Its data is being inspected and evaluated.
So if it was the phone that was in the van, it slipped under the driver's seat, so then
I cannot
what
find anything in the
recorded,
vicinity
what
that could be a
filmed the
clue.
live stream in the warehouse? Was it
Either.
Iris's phone
Let's check inside
that did the live
warehouse.
stream?
Wow, it's cold in here.
It's
The
called
air
cold
conditioners have
storage for a
stopped.
reason, dumbass.
However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
It would have been funny if they just started a timer where it's just like seconds until hypothermia. Alright, so what's this? Blood stain. That's right, so he was stabbed shortly after saving Iris, supposedly. So there's the camera that was used for the
camera and
live
laptop.
stream.
This is
Also,
what
it
the
was a
criminal used to
laptop that was
stream.
used. So it wasn't somebody's phone.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
What's that inspector guy's name? Oh my god, we get to do this again. Let's go. What's your name?
Good one, Date.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. It's coming back to me. It has something to do with glass?
Where are you getting this from? I have a pretty unique name.
I'm not convinced.
Do you remember now?
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables. Something like, 6 letters long.
You remember all that, but not my name?
Come on, what's your name? Spill it, dude.
Still don't know.
No, not yet, but I've almost got it. 3 syllables, 6 letters. Kodaka.
Not even close.
Come on. We
Do
almost
you
got
want
it.
me to just tell you?
No, give me a hint.
It starts with Ka.
Starts with ka, 3 syllables, 6 letters.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
I mean, names are kind of a riddle.
Is it Kanaiza?
Kanaiza?
Yeah, sure, man. That's my name.
Okay, what is that noise? I'll be right back. There's something making a weird sound in the background. Alright, we are back. Sorry about that. That was our dehumidifier acting very weird. Alright, but what was that inspector guy's name again? It's Kaniza. Probably born between June 22nd and July 22nd. What? Where did he get his birthday from? That's my friend Kaniza. I believe the name is actually Kagame. This is just an ongoing joke. It's like the best. I love it. Do you have a family?
No, unfortunately, I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
That joke makes more sense if you know Japanese. Rip.
Go to a cabaret club
I'm not that much of a weeb yet. I need to ascend to a higher level of weebdom.
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
Oh boy.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame.
We see each other a lot, don't we, Kagame?
Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
What?
Yeah, thinking the same thing.
That is... what? That is just creepy, dude.
No, nothing so far.
Alright, so no clues. Alright, what about you over there? Aren't you cold?
Yeah, some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Date X Kaniza is my OTP. Honestly? I mean... there's nothing saying that it wouldn't happen. Any progress on the investigation?
Point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Didn't find nothing. So you found something? What about this oil drum?
It really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
What part of her looks like a metal tube?
Weird. Maybe a body could have been put through that? Shelves with boxes. Nothing special. There's a dark spot over there. The shelves on the left catch my eye. What do we got here? A square object.
There's something there.
You should go pick it up.
Let's see, what do we got?
I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate.
What is that
We've been
doing here?
collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them.
Ah,
Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory.
that bittersweet.
Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's
How can this
investigate
connect to
further.
a murder? Guys, the murderer eats chocolate.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
Let's see, forklift B. A forklift. Let's see, the ice cutting machine. The thing that was gonna be used as a murder weapon, it
That
seems.
machine is used to cut ice.
Wow.
We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing.
So the suspect had
No
to have known that this was
fingerprints
already
have been found
here.
at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
I see.
How can the entire warehouse be clean? Does that polar bear costume just prevent any fingerprints from showing up? Also doubles as an iris cutting. Okay, it wasn't actually used, so for all we know, Iris's body could have been resistant to giant spinning blades. As dark as that sounds.
3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here.
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late.
Let's see. Is the
I have
laptop
logged
being
into the
scanned?
Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Hopefully the router wasn't inside the warehouse.
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
Alright, I guess we're heading out. Let's go to the Matsushita Diner. Oh, there's the mother.
Who might you be?
Oh, I suppose I should introduce myself more formally.
At
Didn't we
least
already
something
meet
a
her?
little more than flashing your badge.
My name is Kaname Date.
Mr. Date. What can I help you with?
About that photo.
Oh, this?
As Mayumi spoke, she turned the photo towards
This is
me.
a family photo from when
Aw.
Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. But they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy.
Yeah, the
I was
dad does
crying
look
and smiling.
strange. Something about
That's where
that
this
is
photo
just...
is from. It's kind of embarrassing.
That's weird.
Isn't it such a nice photo?
That doesn't even look
Yes,
like a face.
That's very nice, Mayumi.
Where is your husband?
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's
I'm
father.
assuming he walked down on the family at some point?
His name is Matsushita.
Oh,
Nakuro.
that's what his face looks like.
Died of myocardial infarction.
That's
5
his
years ago.
actual face.
What?
What? Okay. That is a very odd, face to have drawn, but who am I to judge? Best I could do is stick figures. About last night.
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Who else would... We heard the voice. Yeah, that was undoubtedly
You left the diamond to
Mayumi.
chase after Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep.
Calling you
I was
bullshit there, Granny.
dreaming.
Yes, a very nostalgic dream.
What kind of dream should I
It was
even
when my
ask?
son had just started elementary school.
Okay, it's innocent.
I had
Thank
to
God.
run an errand
We could
for
use a bit
him.
more innocence in this
It was
game.
taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push.
Oh, that's funny.
That boy didn't even notice.
Oh, that is pretty silly.
He just
That's
stood in
that's
front
like
of that red light.
wholesome silly. Love that.
Stubborn. So
Michael M.
stupidly
Hungry.
honest.
I missed the part where that's my
That's
problem.
Yoda. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Are you done packing?
Packing? What are you talking about?
I
Yeah, what
finally
are we
came
talking
here to
about?
pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You
Oh?
shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
Date, I noticed something. Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
Something doesn't add up here.
Do you see it?
I don't.
Part of her brain is blue.
Wait, what?
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
Does she have, like...
Mayumi has
disability?
an illness.
Oh.
I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
Dementia.
Oh,
Symptoms vary
dementia.
considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss.
Dementia is no easy thing to deal with.
I see.
I don't have
So
any
that's where
personal
those weird
experience, but I do
comments are
know
coming
people
from.
who have had family members that have dementia.
Can she
I remember
run
I
a
had to
diner
research
like
it for a senior project in high
It
school.
isn't running.
that? What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years. Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably.
Casually disregarding
Before the
HIPAA.
accident,
Well,
this diner
doesn't Japan
managed
have like
quite
their
well
own
due to its
equivalent to
proximity
HIPAA?
to Bloom Park.
I'd imagine it's like
Patrons from
a
Bloom Park
standard
often eat here,
that takes on
being the
different
cheaper
forms
option.
depending on like the country,
But
right?
Bloom Park
Like every
closed
country
8
has their
years
own
ago.
equivalent to HIPAA,
The customers stopped coming.
or not
and
every
then,
country, but like
naturally,
most developed countries.
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Oh, it's so unfortunate for Mayumi, and she looks so happy too.
Is that all? I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Oh, poor Mayumi. So innocent.
Date, let's go.
This
It's better
was
that
very
you convince
sad.
me.
You're right.
Alright, well, let's go to the Seijima residence. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm working on my Japanese pronunciations. Because ideally, I would like to study abroad in Japan at some point. I don't know if I'd be able to continue streaming on Twitch, because Twitch isn't exactly, like, popular in Japan. You aren't? Oof. I'm trying my best!
How did you get in?
Hopped over the fence.
That's trespassing, you know.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
Oh, saucy! Ira, why did you unfollow and refollow? Stop it. About So's alibi.
Congressman Sajima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning? He was in his bedroom, resting. Can you prove that? My word should be enough.
Should be, but it isn't.
Are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several. But for some reason, they are all powered off. There is no image data for the past few days.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
I feel like this is blatantly suspicious, so that it makes us think that it was actually so, but it isn't. Do you know Iris Sagan?
No. It's this girl. Cute. What was it? Nothing.
The bodyguard said she was cute. Oh, that's weird.
You did. Did not. Did. I said shoot. Why would you say shoot? Look, I said I don't know her, all right?
That's so funny. What's your boss's relationship with the Kumakuras?
I don't know anything. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you. I'm sworn to confidentiality.
Alright, well, what about So? Do you know Iris Sagan?
I don't. Who is that?
If he says that, I swear to God.
This girl. Do you recall seeing her?
Okay, he doesn't say it.
I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well,
Base.
true.
Where were you at 3 a.m. this morning?
Here, sleeping, of course. Why? What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book.
Well,
I don't know what happened.
not
but whatever it was, I
Sagan.
had
What?
nothing to do.
Okay, what are you... What? I thought it was Sagan. About your connection with the Kumakuras.
I told you yesterday. My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
Yeah, but like, what is it though?
You were
This
still in the
man's
middle of
not
the story
telling
about
us anything.
Selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
Sagan?
Are you finished here? I'm just getting started. You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sajima has nothing to do with your case.
Sajima, that's how it's
It's my
pronounced.
job to decide that, not yours. Okay. I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
Getting rough
I'd
with the
like to see you
MPD?
try.
That's
Date,
not very
he's not all
professional.
talk.
What?
Check his body.
Is that a gun in your pants, or are you just excited to see me?
This guy has a handgun.
No, but he has a
It is,
gun.
of course, real and loaded.
So you're carrying, huh? What are you talking about? Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation. I don't know what you're talking about. The gun you have on you. I don't have a gun. I know that you do. You got a way to prove it? I could search you. Oh yeah? How? You need a
With
warrant.
his hands?
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here.
Dang. You'd think a bodyguard would be so keen to follow the rules of the police department, but then again, this is Japan. Things tend to be a bit different over here. Date hates when people know their rights. That is unfortunately true. I mean, people knowing their rights, like, bruh. Cringe. Rights-based cringe. I'm probably making myself look like a total asshole right now. Bodyguards are privately employed. I would think even under employment, they would still be obedient to the extent of the law if possible. He does what's in So's interest, not the police. But I thought every citizen has to abide by, like, you know what? I don't even know. I'm probably digging myself into a hole with this. Civil rights are cringe, abolish suffer. Oh my god. Sean trying to start the next revolution in our chat.
Are you okay?
Tate.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was
That's
successful.
naive, I guess so.
They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
So, about your alibi.
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
I mean, I would hope
The
so.
cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Oh?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
No, there's no way
Not
Hitomi did it.
necessarily, but
I somehow doubt that. About Ota.
I am so thankful for Oda. No, words don't even do it justice. Oda saved Iris, didn't he?
I guess you could say
I heard
that.
the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead. I really don't even know what to say. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you. Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man.
Amazing is one way to put it.
Someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
Yeah, funny you should say that. So about Iris.
Iris lost her left eye.
Yep. An eye for an eye.
They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it. But I'm thankful she's
Bro, she
alive.
could wear an eye patch and be like
When I was young,
the e-girl version of Nick
I
Fury.
lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I
Iris
had.
did it? Yes, Iris took out
While
her
I was
own
waiting for news from
eyeball.
Iris's
Totally.
surgery, I
No!
started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my
Date
mind.
did it. He's just trying to get people to hop on the hype train
That
of
must have
not
been
having a
very
left eye.
painful.
A very
Yes.
popular trend with nobody. Do you know anything about Iris and So?
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
Alright, well the last place to go is the Date residence. Not sure why this is even a place we have to go. It's not like this is part of the crime scene.
Hey, Mizuki, could you take a break?
Oh damn,
ask
she
you something.
lifting. She getting swole. You're mad at me, aren't you? About Ota and Iris. Okay, about the fishery? Yeah, I figures that she would be mad, so... For those who didn't tune in last episode, what happened was that Mizuki and Date were at a local bar where Date hung out with Mizuki's father. And we were asking the bartender or the business owner some questions. Mizuki couldn't go with us further throughout our investigation, so we called someone, an officer, to pick her up and take her home. So that's probably why Mizuki is mad at us. Mizuki casually bench pressing 250 pounds. I mean, for real, like, she is swole. And yet she still has stick arms like that. Where's the officer who dropped you off?
Listen, I get it. I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang. The Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me. You understand, right?
I'm not afraid of any Yakuzas. I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
That's awfully sexist of you. This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
Mizuki is based.
Uh-huh, keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
My girlfriend is a ninja. No, she's just hiding in the shadows.
Oh boy, that is pathetic.
So what do you want to ask me anyway?
No, not the large window. Mizuki. Where's the officer who dropped you off?
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check in.
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
What the?
I like big boobs too.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
Oh, when you guys told me that the dialogue gets worse, you were not joking. That was... Oh my god, that was so bad. Oh my god. So about Ota and Iris.
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night. Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
Iris and Ota came out of it okay. They'll both live.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God.
And about the Okiura fishery.
Okiura Fishery is a company Grandpa made. I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now. They aren't family.
What kind of person was your grandpa?
I never met him. He died before I was born.
Oh, that's
Daddy
tragic.
can tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm. She had to have the baby out on the ocean.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Yep. And then Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands. And then Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff. And then he decided to start up Okiura Fishery.
Who's gonna be the one to tell her that
Grandpa
that's
was a
not how
legend.
things work?
All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
Yeah, that can't be true. But there's a part of me that's thinking, perhaps. After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman. Oh, well, yeah, she's casually bench pressing 250. I'd believe her grandpa was an incredible man. Maybe not to that extent, though.
Thanks for talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
Wow.
Continue the investigation, so...
Wait, you're leaving me again? I'm coming with you.
No.
Why?
I can't involve you. This might be dangerous.
It's okay, I'm strong. You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
It was 1 year ago. I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school. Mizuki is invulnerable to all harm. Somehow I believe that.
Who did this to you?
Some kids at school. 5 or 6 of them. They said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me. And I got mad and I told them to go away and they hit me.
You can't
Tell me
hit
their names.
a girl. Nah, you know what? Gender roles are
Teach
dead.
the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem. Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to train.
Bro, is this gonna be a Rocky montage?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now. Get ready.
Ah, no Rocky montage? Damn.
Why
Oh,
the
wait.
shrine?
It literally
Shrine
is.
the perfect
Okay.
place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger. Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
It sounds like he is.
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
She's starting to realize that this is BS. The key to victory is to kill the heart.
Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
No.
No, it's the opposite.
Have the
You
heart
must
aim for
kill
you.
your own heart, Mizuki.
Stab yourself.
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your potential. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
Just a punching bag. Huh.
Being quick to act is crucial.
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
Big brain.
That is a respectable answer. But no, the way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
Not Date, Master.
Your everyday life is of dire importance.
What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life.
This is why you
Diet
do
and
your
exercise
homework.
form a strong body. And if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
I get it.
Do
But
you
you're
though?
so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
Hark, the blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
Sure he can. He just did. Mental preparation is important. I
In
like
a
playing
fight,
into this.
You must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club. Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be.
But that's because
The
they
mental
are.
fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
Yeah, I see. Actually, no. That's stupid.
Anyway, practice these 4 truths.
Date, she is
and you will be
12. I
stronger.
mean, hey, you gotta
This sounds
teach
like a
them early.
scam.
believe in
As long as he's not encouraging her to go into a strip club, then it's
Are you
a
sure?
gray area.
All right, how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Show me what you got.
Let's see. How about you throw a punch?
Oh, you're asking for trouble,
I can
dude.
guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like
This is gonna hurt.
Exactly.
Watch her
Then
punch him with the balls or
Punch
something.
forward.
Oh.
Huh?
The facial expression.
How is that?
That was revolutionary, my friend.
You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see.
Well, next
She
time you
has
should
no
try.
strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike your master. That is a must.
That's not gonna stop her.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because
Completely
I took
unexplained super
responsibility
strength.
for you.
Yeah,
I
does
promised
that just
Renji
not
I'd
show
make
up
you a
later?
teacher.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Iva.
Where to?
It's not even mentioned. That's dumb. She has this super strength and just is never. That is really dumb. I mean, I get that they probably did that for like the comic relief or something, but like still, why even bother doing that? And why have her bench press 250 pounds casually?
Before we reach
That's just
HQ,
weird.
Let's summarize our investigation so far.
So, about so.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
I really don't think he'll have connections to Iris, but
Somnium?
Yeah.
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards.
oh, frame drops.
I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sejima hires substantial security.
Yeah, you couldn't tell
If all
from,
of
I
his
don't know,
security
the
staff are
gun.
This heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown,
I mean, he's a
but there
politician,
is definitely
probably.
more than he is letting on.
Alright, about Mayumi.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia.
Poor soul.
If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But
She might not remember.
correct.
Of course, the one person who sees the murderer just happens to have dementia. About Mizuki.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura fishery.
Big surprise.
Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Yeah, of course it wouldn't be linked to Renju other than Renju's dad owning it.
Still, something's not right.
Because Renju owned the talent agency that Iris was a part of. Any other info?
There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Found on it.
What?
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
How is that connected to anything?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s. 8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Wait.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
So she was within proximity of Ota when he stole the
Please.
They are right next to each other.
Yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
10:33.
The same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
Yeah.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night. And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
No, there's
It
no
is
way.
possible.
There's no way.
Well...
Oh,
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
there was no way Mayumi did it. That cannot be.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
Wait a minute, so why would Mayumi chase after Ota and Iris, but at the same time, like around the same time, go to a convenience store? Wait, so there's a lot to unpack here, because there were two cars. There were two cars at work here. So there was a station wagon in the van. The van belonged to Mayumi. So the station wagon and the van, they were both stolen by Ota. Somehow both vehicles ended up there, both having Ota's fingerprints on them. So how did Mayumi even get there if her car was stolen? And when she was there, how did she shift her priorities from chasing after her son to buying a chocolate at a convenience store that just happened to be a block away from where Ota was stealing a station wagon? And then they both somehow managed to converge at the warehouse where the chocolate was dropped. There was so much that makes no sense here. I think Boss did it? No. No way.
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
I can fix that.
That's good.
Ota,
I can still
I'm
kick
sorry
you.
To put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to us for a minute?
Boss got right to business after introducing herself. I don't know why, but Ota seemed almost happy to answer, probably because he thinks she's hot or something. Ota's a very weird guy, he would probably think that. Maybe it was the drugs, maybe it was the high from surviving a life or death situation, or maybe it was because he saved Iris.
Yeah, sure.
I think Michael did it. I cannot confirm nor deny these claims. Did you hear about Iris?
Her surgery was successful, right?
Yeah, thanks to you. If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
Yeah, she would have died.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan.
Yeah, we know.
Any fan would have done what I did.
I
It's
doubt
nothing
that.
special. It's as normal as garlic and ramen.
I think that depends on preference.
Garlic and ramen?
Honestly,
I'll have to try
I'm a
that
little
actually.
scared of my new power.
Power?
When I dies with that polar bear, I saw him start shaking. He saw how strong I was and got scared, no doubt.
Or he was shaking because it was really cold in there.
Rising.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
I think we can let that go today.
Yeah, you're right.
Who stabbed you? Spill the tea,
Were
bro.
you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
Yes, but who was in the costume, idiot?
Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity.
What a detective. So about the walk.
Oh yeah. You hit me over the head with that walk, didn't you?
Oh, you little shit.
Oh, that was... I thought I needed to protect Tessa, so...
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But you're
Is
not
it
gonna
though?
get a second chance.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
What's up with everybody and like Egyptian gods in this game? It's kind of odd. A polar bear did it. No, a polar bear would have ripped your ass to shreds. Also, to my knowledge, polar bears can't even be found on Japan. I could be wrong about that though, so don't quote me on that. So about that thing from the Nile messages.
That's... Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
Tell anyone what though?
About your fake accounts. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come crashing down.
But I
Boss
can't
is just
tell
like,
you.
I don't care. I just
Why
want to focus
not?
on my hair, bud.
Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
Coincidentally, Iris only saw them with her left eye.
The fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay.
Come on, Oda, spill it. About that thing.
Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
Kind
What
of.
did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
That's where you bought the cell phone.
Your new phone?
Yeah,
Why did you hide that?
because something happened after.
Well, what is it?
This must have been about 8:50. I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Well, then that just makes more sense, doesn't it?
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are.
Huh?
Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
You'd think she would
Not
since she's
have one.
18.
You don't have a license? Shh!
Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
So that's what that thing was. It was her borrowing Mr. Okiura's car.
For you. After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her.
So Okiura was...
That's what I meant by that thing.
So Okiura was still in the Sunfish Pocket,
huge
which is
deal.
where he died.
So I kept quiet.
Okay, Iris is back on my suspicions again.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together. They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
Iris was almost killed. I mean, yeah, but a lot of it is pointing to Iris.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer. And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
What is going on here?
I feel like they want us to instantly throw her off our suspicions because she was almost killed. But there's a chance that she could have been both a murderer and a victim. Very unlikely, but that could happen. So about the Odoroki Man chocolate, that seems to be an odd occurrence here.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
Oh?
What? Do you know something about it?
He's
You don't have to
scared.
show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Absolutely.
Her eye was also removed, though. I mean, hey, we don't know anything for certain. Implying the same person did all of them. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot we don't know yet, so speculation is... I would imagine speculation is encouraged here. So he didn't even say anything about the chocolate, which is odd. What happened after you left Matsuhita Diner?
You mean after hitting you with the walk?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that again.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather. I parked the car at Famisto on Koshu. I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could, but the car was driving away! I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine still on.
So that's where the station wagon comes
station
in.
wagon, right?
Yeah. Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel. I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
The time was 10:33 p.m.
So that explains how both the cars got there. So then that means the killer happened to be in the parking lot, stole the car, and drove Iris to the fishery. So after stealing the station wagon...
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere. I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
A car could only have so much gas, dude.
I hit you.
You shouldn't have worried about that.
But that's all that I was thinking at the time. I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me.
Well, I mean, they would've. To your credit.
Clearly, I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
That's how it turned up under the driver's seat.
Because the phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water.
Okay, so that's how we figured out it was there. Okay, so now we know how everybody converged in the same place. So after running in the warehouse...
Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yeah, but everything after that was off screen. What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up, and then before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
The identity of the polar bear. Oh boy, I wonder where this is going.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
No, I didn't.
Yep,
Voice,
there it is.
body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can remember?
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
Oh, come on.
Oh, the thermograph again?
After
Come on.
all this, what is he trying to hide?
This kid makes it so frustrating.
Date, Ota is acting strange. I advise caution.
What do you mean?
X-ray. Oh, don't tell me. Oh. Tuh. Well, this adds a whole new layer of confusion here.
I don't believe it.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
Oda is let's not jump to that conclusion yet. There's still a lot more to unpack here.
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
Yes, put your body close to him when he has a knife in his hand.
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
Sure you can.
But you can still get information inside his head.
Oh, you don't... Oh. Oh. We're gonna do a heckin' sync this episode. Do we have, like, permission to do this, or are we just ripping this kid from the hospital?
As you know, the limit is 6 minutes. Please do not go over it.
Won't be a problem. But are you sure this is okay? Ota just came out of surgery.
If anything happens, I'll take responsibility.
But...
It's fine. Just get it done.
Good enough for me.
Alright, here we go. It is sync time. I always love the transitions when going into sync mode. Alright. This one also has a choice. I'm pretty sure all of them do, if I'm not mistaken. That's just a guess on my part, though. The little box. Like the one we found in the warehouse. Why is she tiny?
Please take me with you. As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
Sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
Oh, that makes more sense now.
Is this a cold storage
Yep,
warehouse?
this is the warehouse. Figured.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Hey, that's...
The polar bear.
Iris is about to be... Stop right there! The heavens call.
Oh, this is a heroic fantasy of his.
Roar! All calling on me to strike back against evil! Hold on, Tessa! I will save you!
Oh, God.
I will protect Tessa!
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
I doubt
This
it.
is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
A bit exaggerated?
Let's help reproduce the memory.
There's no way a guy like him can just do a front flip like that.
Activate!
That's not how you spell my name. What are you talking about? Oh, they spelled Tessa wrong. Relive Ota's memories. So reproduce the battle between Ota and the polar bear. I recommend taking the option that involves the oil drum in the second step. Okay.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you! But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this.
That looks really goofy.
Damn it! If I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it! All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Okay. So heated insulation doors. So the mental log number 1, I think, is the icy floor. Am I remembering correctly?
The ice on the floor is slick.
Slide. Oh wow, these take like a third of our time. I don't think I'd want to do that. I almost want to lie down on the ice, but I feel like that would do nothing. Let's see, what if we punch the ice?
This is for Dante! This is for Dante! This is for Dante!
What did the ice do to me?
Oh.
Those who don't fight won't survive! Ah!
And the path splits. Okay, so removing the ice was mental lock number 1. So mental lock 2 was the saw, the ice cutting machine.
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa!
I do like the music, I'll give him that. He spelled Tessa wrong, I'm pretty sure.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Alright. Shining light. Escort him to the green shelf. So you said to take the option that involves the oil drum. Where is said oil drum?
An oil drum, though it is lying down.
Smell. Fill. What could we fill it with that would help? Let's try rolling.
Acetone? ASAT? What is this?
The A and A set changed? Wait, that's the knife that Mayumi has.
I wanna die.
Oh, don't tell me it actually is Mayumi. Oh my god, if the killer turns out to be Mayumi, I will scream.
Eventually stopped thinking. That's Tessa!
What do you mean that's Tessa? The crawling animation!
Stand your ground! Oda Matsushita cowers to no one!
It's actually Hitomi? Nah, I doubt that. Showing the letter A on the drum.
I have to fight back with something!
Alright, so... Number 3 was the polar bear.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Let's see. We gotta fight against the polar bear. What would we actually use? Well, the frozen forklift was apparently significant.
The forklift. The tire is frozen to the floor.
Pray! Let's see. What does that even say? Only there was flashing text on. Oh yeah, I should probably read that. Oh, counterattack ignited. Turn on the electricity. Well, that answers that.
It appears to be a power panel.
Michael to Michael. Hello, Fack. How is you? Throw something, pray, or jump. I guess... Oh, what would we even be able to throw? I guess we'll try to jump up there.
I can make it now. Ah!
Why did I even bother?
Jump! Float!
Enough. You've done well.
Alright, that was worth a shot.
Appears to be a...
Alright, so we're gonna throw something. Oh, okay.
This is an ice-cold one.
A random piece of ice.
Aim for the switch.
Position target in the center and hit the switch. Position target in the center and hit the switch.
The pizza delivery was very late, but for 11 p.m. though? Like, even still, like, that is absurd. Alright, so we turned on the power.
Now it will move! I can't stand. I'm weak.
Are you shitting me right now?
Did he really help Iris like that?
I like how the music
Regardless of the
stopped.
truth, right now, I am Ota's last hope. I have to help him up.
I normally eat dinner
This is
around 9 or
annoying.
10, so this isn't that weird. Damn, latest we eat is 7.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Brave hero, true identity revealed. I'm assuming the remote control is instrumental. Oh wait, no, Ota is here.
Ota looks frightened. He cannot stand.
Let's see. Motivate, cheer, encourage. I don't know what any of these mean. I don't know, encourage?
You're so cool, my shiny, glittery Ota. So cool.
The ghost inside me whispered. Yeah, I am cool, huh?
The fuck?
From now on, this is my stage.
These are verbs. Don't believe that's the thematic approach that they were going for, but sure.
Maybe this.
Ah, yes, press a random button that you don't know what it does. That'll show them. Oh, that looks painful. Wow. Wait, this is not how this went. I mean, I know that's already obvious, but like, how did Oda end up getting stabbed? What do I know? I'm guessing they do obfuscate the outcome somewhat so the jokes land more and it feels more dream logic-y.
I can almost make out their face.
Pewter, force shutdown.
Stop! Stop it!
It was the knife. I didn't want to believe it was Mayumi, but it just might be, because she hates Iris. Oh my god, that makes too much sense. But why would she... Yeah, no, wait, that does make sense. She never liked Iris. She called her a witch. And then she's ashamed of Ota for liking that. For, like, being enthusiastic about the whole idol thing. Holy shit, it might actually be Mayumi. There is that time she did magic. Ah yes, the magic of having dementia. Yes, truly a crowd pleaser. Also, Fac, I think you were one of the people that was saying that the dialogue gets a lot worse later in the game. Boy, were you right! Date had a whole thing where he was talking about chest sizes.
You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. Any longer and you risk getting your mind completely taken over by the subject.
I know.
No, you clearly don't. This isn't just about you, Date. If your consciousness erodes inside of Somnium, you put the subject in danger as well.
If I may? Fortunately, there were no abnormalities detected in the brainwaves after the sync. Date and Ota both read normal. Although, the timing was really close.
What was I supposed to do? You saw it, boss. You too, Pewter. I was about to see the culprit's face.
Not necessarily. We need to verify that Ota did in fact see the culprit's face. That's the only way it could have ended up in his Somnium.
Well, Ota?
Huh?
You saw the killer's face at the warehouse, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see their face. If I did, I would have told you guys already.
No, you would have lied about it.
See? I mean, I did try to get a look at them when the polar bear fell over. They looked like they were knocked out, so I tried to grab the head part. But as soon as I did, I got stabbed in my gut.
Yes, approach them at the side where they're holding the weapon. That's a smart move.
Yeah.
Idiot. Let's try talking to him. How are you feeling? That's probably the most important question right now.
Better. I'm still a little drowsy.
What about your stab wound?
My what? Oh, it hurts. It started acting up suddenly. Ow!
Well, there goes the anesthesia.
Forced me to come here, Date.
Don't blame me. That was boss.
I'll sue you for this.
I like how she's just like, me?
Or how about this? Get me one of the straws Tessa used, and I won't sue you.
I see Ota is back to his healthy self.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, dude.
So.
So about the hook in the polar bear's leg.
Ota, let me ask you something. When you were fighting the polar bear back at the warehouse, did the crane hook get stuck on the polar bear's leg?
Now that you mention it, maybe it did.
Maybe?
It's like I told you. I don't really remember much.
If it made that significant of a wound, I can't imagine it would fall out that easily.
My mind just went blank. But now that we're talking about it, I remember. Yeah, no doubt about it. The crane hook got stuck on the polar bear's left leg. And then, when the hook got pulled out, blood sprayed all over.
Date, I checked all of the hospitals in the metropolitan area. None have a record of a patient admitted after 3 a.m. with a wound to the left leg.
Oh, he capping.
If what I saw in Somnium is how it happened in real life, that was a deep wound. He definitely would have needed first aid.
Perhaps a friend or accomplice helped them.
Perhaps part of the severity of the wound is due to the hook leaving the thigh. Oh, that's true.
They may have helped the culprit, but not necessarily been involved in the crimes.
I relayed the information to Boss and Pewter, even though they were standing in the same room when we were talking about it. Why were you hiding the knife in your room? That is something I do want to know.
Because I was scared.
Scared?
The killer could come here to finish the job.
At a hospital
Get a good look at their face,
where there's
right?
tons of people?
But they don't know that. I had it prepared just in case. You know what I'm talking about, right, Date? Preparing in advance in case you might need it. Like making sure your room is nice and clean before you go to a party. I'm sorry. You probably don't have any experience with that.
Oh, you smug little
I have more
shit.
experience than you.
So we know that the culprit has a deep wound on their left leg.
Well,
That
do we know
information could
that?
be crucial in catching them.
Could have just been Insomnium.
Look for people with an injured left leg.
How exactly?
Can't you just go ask around or something?
Hello, miss. You have a wound in your leg. I would like to examine it.
What?
Date, what is the matter?
Date!
Are you all right?
Oh? He fell unconscious. Interesting. The Date residence at 8:02 a.m. Well, there's Mizuki.
Hey, this is
Oh, you're alive.
Mizuki? What happened?
You drank too much at the club and passed out.
What?
Liar. I remember everything until I collapsed in the control room.
You did something dangerous during the sink last night, didn't you? Your brain got overloaded and you passed out. That's what Pewter and Boss said.
You met them?
They brought you over.
I thought
They
she
said to
knew
let you
about
sleep it off
everything.
because you were tired from the investigation.
Well, sounds about right. So, don't you have school, Mizuki?
I'm
It's
off today.
Tuesday. What?
Why? Today's Tuesday, you should have school.
You really can be an insensitive jerk, can't you?
Wow.
Taking the day off for mourning.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Because a few days after, passing, it's morning.
I see.
Did Boss and Pewter say anything?
Oh, Date's brain brain is rotting away. He won't last long now. You should probably prepare for a funeral soon.
So they told you I'm completely fine, huh?
I detect no noticeable damage to your brain. You should not have any issue continuing the investigation.
Where is Ota?
He probably went back to the hospital.
Boss told Mizuki about Ota being synced. And about what happened at the cold storage
Aside from the normal level of Date brain damage, that is so true.
Mizuki was asking about the status of the investigation. The girl has lost both her parents. I am sure Boss felt that she deserved to know.
Alright, time to get back to the investigation.
Hey, will you take me with you?
I told you yesterday, Mizuki. I won't put you in danger like that.
But you're close to catching the culprit, right?
No.
The killer has an injury on their left leg. Boss said you need to find them. Let me help you.
No, you stay here.
Date, don't you know how I feel? My parents are dead. I saw their bodies with my own eyes. If I don't do something, I'm going to go crazy.
I mean, you chose to see your dad's.
Date, please.
Polar bear with a bum leg should be easy to spot. Well, I mean, they're not just gonna wear the polar bear costume in public. That would make it too easy. She didn't? Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. I was thinking of something else.
Date, consider Mizuki's feelings. She is lonely. Mizuki has not been with Renju and Shoko for 4 years. But clearly, she still feels a bond to them. A bond that was broken by the murderer. With her parents gone, Mizuki has almost no one. She can only depend on one person now. You know to whom I am referring.
Yeah, you. Tell Mizuki that you'll take her with you.
Fine, let's go.
You're gonna take me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Date.
Aw, she didn't say anything snappy right after. Grab the towel from the sink and toss it at Mizuki.
Here, wipe your tears. We're heading out.
Well, that is sort of wholesome, I think.
I must admit, I am at a disadvantage. The clue that the culprit is injured on their left leg does not help me narrow down suspects significantly.
We need to revisit the scene. It's possible that we might find the culprit at one of the crime scenes.
Okay, but how long are we going to be able to survive in the cold storage? Alright, let's start off at the cold storage warehouse where everything happened. It's not deadly cold. True, but they can barely survive in there. Like, they can only be in there for a short time. Or a long time if you just don't select the text option for like 20 minutes.
This is where Iris and Ota almost got killed, right? It gives me goosebumps.
You scared? That's rare. You need to chill.
You need to get better jokes.
That was my hand colliding with my forehead.
I understand. Chill, meaning both cold and relax. A pun intended.
Oh, Iba, you idiot. Oh boy, our good friend Inspector. What's your name?
Oh, wait. I remember. It was Kagami, right?
Yeah!
Oh, woo! Sorry, my fault. Must be mistaken.
No. No! You're exactly right. Wow.
What's the matter with you?
Sorry, I just get so emotional sometimes.
Date, this guy is kind of weird.
Kind of.
You're right, Mizuki. Stay away.
I but knows the difference between puns and
There are
wordplay.
a lot of
Oof.
weirdos out there. If you get a bad feeling, trust your instincts and don't get too close.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Watch him be the killer. What if Kagame actually killed someone? Any leads?
No, not so far.
We see each other a lot.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe in a previous life we...
Taro. You must be Taro, right?
Oh, for the love of God.
No, I'm not Taro.
Like Yoko Taro?
This might sound weird coming from me, but don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Thank you for caring. It means a lot.
Of course, Bob. What's your name?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I just totally forgot.
Date, sir?
Hmm? What is it?
Oh no.
This is how it's supposed to be. A man like you doesn't have to remember the names of people like me.
But we're co-workers. We both work for the MPD. Isn't it rude to not remember your name?
No, not at all. It has to be this way.
All right, if you say so.
The main writer of this game is good friends with Yoko Taro, so that might actually be a reference. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, it is a oh, that's fun. That's fun. I like that. Had no idea there were this many logs of dialogue, this many lines of dialogue with this guy. Neither did I. Do you like your line of work?
Well, I don't dislike it. Of course, depending on the case, sometimes it does get pretty discouraging.
You say as you
But that
kneel
just makes
next
the
to a
job all the
pool
more
of
important,
blood.
right? It means it really makes a difference in the world.
You're a great guy.
You should learn from him.
Oof.
Do you know why I do this job? What keeps me going?
I heard you became a cop so you could steal underwear from the gym and not get in trouble.
Who told you that?
I
I'll show
mean,
them trouble.
he could do that to his credit. Not sure why he'd do that, but he can. Another name used for him, Kodaka, is the name of the creator of Danganronpa. See, now that makes more sense because it's, you know, it's the same developer, Spike Chunsoft. So, that would make more sense. Good thing they decided not to name him after the story crammed out. Imagine if they actually did. And then, like, we just never knew. His assets in the game are mislabeled as Kenseki. That's so funny. Chun Spikesoft is the publisher, not the dev. Oh. Well then, you know what? Who the hell made this game? Let me look this up. It was Spike Chunsoft who developed it. They developed and published it. Greg Chun's Spikesoft. Look, Greg Chun is a great guy. I'm not gonna dismiss that, but I'm pretty sure he didn't make and publish this game. It was developed by Uchikoshi's personal team. Who's that guy? I don't think I've ever heard that name here before. He looks so cold he might piss his pants. I mean, that might keep him warm. Kotaro Uchikoshi? That name has like no meaning to me. Oh, main writer on creative lead. Okay then. Really cold policeman. And the 999 games. I don't think I know about those games. The Zero Escape person. Now the Zero Escape series I'm sort of familiar with. It's the ice cutting machine. It's here before the crime. It's the workbench. That forklift that's frozen. This forklift has nothing special about it. Shelves. Box.
What would happen if I put you in that box and then soaked it in gasoline and then lit it on fire?
I'd die, obviously. Well, you couldn't fit me in the box anyway.
Oh. I'll just cut you into pieces then.
Why would you say that at a crime scene? With the police officer just standing there. 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors. Virtue's last reward and 0. Okay, I've actually seen a bit of Zero Time Dilemma. It looks decent-ish. It's a reference. It's a reference to the crime? Okay, so that's the hook that got the polar bear's leg. The oil drum. Shelves with boxes. Nothing that could be a clue. Bloodstain, ritual of the night.
Correct.
To 7? I don't know.
The bloodstains there must belong to Ota.
Correct.
Of course they do.
No, wait.
Huh?
That's where the polar bear's leg was pierced by the hook.
Wait. No.
Date, I've analyzed the blood.
How?
The bloodstain here is not from a single person. 2 different blood types are present.
So it's both Ota's and the polar bears?
Most likely Ota's. The other.
Hey, do you have DNA forensics on that bloodstain?
Of course, yeah. I already sent it to the lab to be analyzed. I'm just waiting to hear back.
Why are you waiting?
Because that blood is from Ota Matsushida's wound, right? I didn't think there was any need to rush the results.
Tell them we need it analyzed urgently. Highest priority. The culprit's blood is mixed with Ota's.
Yes, sir. Understood.
The plot thickens.
You did it, Date. We're making progress.
More like
This goes well, we can
progress.
Identify the criminal with a single test. But it might take some time for the results to come out. No point waiting here. We might as well check somewhere else.
Got it.
It's hard to get DNA from a blood sample because red blood cells don't carry DNA. Ah, today I learned. You know what? For some nostalgia, let's go back to Lemniscape, back when we wanted to tease Ota for being a simp. Or back where I teased him for that. Only the green blood cells do. If that was any more full of shit, it'd be a septic tank. And blue one's only on Wednesdays? Wait, today's Wednesday, though. Big if true. Oh god, the receptionist again. It's my favorite receptionist. Oh no! No! You all see what I'm seeing. Those questions that we could ask. Do we dare ask those questions? Date Hornt, he is the big hornt. Let's see, have you seen anyone with an injured left leg?
Nope, sorry. But I did see a guy who had legs like a horsehair crab.
What? Sounds horrifying.
Yikes. I'm tempted to go for the text options. I really am. Oh god, you know what? My community is gonna hate me for this, but you know what? I need closure. I need to see how bad this gets. One of the top questions you should never ask a woman. What is your cup size?
Oh, 2.
Well, of course it would be 2 cups.
3 cups would be a nightmare.
Date, why are you asking that?
2. I'm glad they went in that direction. It could have been so much worse. Alright, let's try the creepy option. I'm not even gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it out loud because it's wrong. I don't want to read that.
Oh, this is embarrassing. But okay.
Seriously? Really?
Yeah.
I sprint into the desk. Sealed her mouth shut tight and puffed out her cheeks. Oh god. I poked them with the tip of my finger. They were surprisingly soft. Oh no.
Sorry, what?
Does this have anything to do with the investigation?
No.
No.
Is this... Did he actually? I'm assuming the way the phrasing said made it seem like he poked her cheeks instead of the alternative. I'm going to assume that's what happened so we can so that we can retain a little bit of innocence here. Let's go to Atami together.
What?
What are you doing?
Everyone thinks we're weird. Oh my god, we could do this again.
I'm putting the investigation on hold. I'm going to Atami with her. I've made up my mind. You can't stop me.
Side effects of the medication. This is acute brain failure.
The best ending, you're almost there. Wait, no, if this ends the game... Hold on. Let me save. I'm gonna just save real quick. I just want to make sure I can save.
Wait, are you serious?
Do I look like I'm joking?
A little bit.
Date, you're being annoying again.
Do you know how angry I can get, Date?
Let's go to Atami.
Okay.
I left Aiba behind! Wait, what? What? This is actually happening. This is actually happening. Why is this happening? Goodbye, police officer life! I decided to begin life and it was a carnival work in the Hot Springs town. The end? Are you kidding me? This actually happened. What did you think was gonna happen? I thought they were just gonna play it off to the point where Mizuki just drags us out of there. I didn't think they would go this far. But they did. Would you like to save? Sure. I'm gonna put this on a separate save file because I want to keep going with the game. But this is legendary. That's the canon true ending. Somehow I can believe that. This is the flow chart. So jump to a branching point in a Somnium. Are you actually kidding me? Okay, we're just gonna load our save. Me and my girlfriend's Atami route. That is really funny. Oh my god, that is the best thing I have ever seen. I thought Nier Automata had weird endings, but damn! This gave Yokotaro a run for his money. Nier Automata. I think that's what I'm gonna name this episode. We're gonna call it Nier Atami. I think I'm actually titling this episode. I'm writing this down. I'm gonna write this down for later. Hold on. This is unironically what I'm calling this episode. There we go. You should name it better? No. You'll need to pay my consultant's fee if you keep stealing my title ideas. It's not stealing. It's just borrowing it and passing it off as my own. About the person with the injured leg.
Mizuki, could you go to the office? Ask them if they've seen anyone with an injured left leg.
Got it.
Wait, they just let her in? So she returned dejected.
Looks like it didn't go well.
No.
That's unfortunate. Do you have any memories of Renju here? She is the owner's daughter, that is a fair point.
When I came over to hang out.
What kind of things did you talk about?
Nothing special. The usual.
The usual?
Are you doing well? Have you been eating right?
Ah, so that's the usual.
Let's check out Renju's office.
Good
Well, he's
idea.
not the owner anymore.
Might find something important in there.
Well, I mean, the ownership of the company has yet to be transferred to somebody, so I'm assuming his name is still on the paperwork.
Damn,
he's a bit tied up at the... Okay, now that's just cruel.
Bad days and sore feet are part of the job.
Time to earn my paycheck, I guess.
Alright, let's go to Bloom Park, where everything started. I think once we make our rounds to all these locations, that's where we're gonna call it an episode.
I remember telling you before that Bloom Park is an important part of my memories.
The only thing blooming there recently is crime. Well, I mean also radiation poisoning.
They fought a lot, but sometimes they got along. Whenever we were here, it was one of those sometimes days. I remember it clearly. I was just a little girl, but it was so rare to see them laughing together. That's why I remember it so well.
Oh hey, there's the panda from the Somnium.
I remember riding the merry-go-round like this. Mom was standing right next to me. She was holding me, so I wouldn't fall.
That's why you hold on to the pole, you dingus. Have you come here before with friends?
Other than last Friday? Nope, I haven't. This place has been off limits for almost a decade. Even if it wasn't, I don't think I would want to come back here.
Why is that?
How can I explain it? I guess I just wanted to keep that memory beautiful. I didn't want to ruin it or replace it with another. But in the end, it was replaced with the worst memory possible.
I mean, it could have been worse. Both your parents could have died here instead of just one. You know, that really didn't sound well now that I said it out loud. Where was Renju when you were on the horse?
Daddy was on the outside taking pictures of me and Mom. He was on the other side of the fence with an old camera. Every time we passed in front of him, Mom and I would wave our hands. We sound like a happy family, huh?
He must have gotten good pictures.
No, actually. We tried developing them at the park. They came out all blurry and out of focus.
I can't imagine
Mom
why.
wasn't mad or upset or anything. She just started laughing. That might have been the first and last time the three of us laughed out loud together.
Did you go on any other rides?
I couldn't get on many of them because I was so little.
Heh,
But I did ride the
small.
Ferris wheel and the panda ride. They're kind of tame now, but at the time they were really fun. I was having so much fun, it felt wrong. Like it was too good to be true.
I didn't say anything as Mizuki climbed down from the horse. Get off your high horse. This is why we're only at 200 followers. She asked me something strange.
Hey, Date. How do you define family?
Define it? You mean like being blood related?
That would mean you and I could never be family. Well, I guess that's okay.
It's okay.
This is what I think. A family is a perfectly ordinary relationship in the most ordinary way.
Huh?
Like, you say, I'm home, and you get a welcome home back. Doing those ordinary things automatically, without even thinking about it, is what a family is. That's why maybe me and Mom and Daddy weren't able to be a family. Our whole lives, we never could be ordinary. Even if I tried my hardest to be normal, it would just be awkward. Eventually, I got tired of trying. I killed them.
What?
Huh?
I killed Mom and Daddy.
No, there's no way. Please, no.
I was never a good girl. I didn't listen to Mom. I couldn't do ordinary things. That's why Mom hit me. And why Mom and Daddy didn't get along. And why they got divorced. Then Mom had to start working. And start doing business with dangerous people. If I was just a good girl, Mom wouldn't have been killed. All of this, is all my fault.
I guess it's a little bit relieving that she wasn't the murderer, but that is still a very...
Why me?
That's still very emotional.
Hey, haven't you had enough?
Why me?
I'm not married, so take this with a grain of salt, but it's not just you, right? Doesn't every family have a tough time raising children?
Our child is abnormal.
Abnormal?
Ever since she was a baby, no child should cry at night as much as she did. No child should dislike buggy rides that much. No child should ask to be picked up and hugged all the time.
I mean, that
She's
last one
still
is kind of
abnormal even
normal.
now. Other children would have learned to clean up after themselves by now. They would be studying, going to bed on time, waking up on time. Yet why is my little girl?
She sounds like a normal kid to me. Maybe the problem isn't with Mizuki. Maybe it's you.
Yeah, that's reassuring to tell a drunk person.
Our child is stupid, brain dead, abnormal.
Yeah, she's drunk.
Date, honey, you can't work her up like that.
Well, Mama knows best. Where's Mizuki now?
Sleeping at home, not knowing that her mother is crying her eyes out because of her.
Let's see, what does Mama have to say? What do you think?
I think she's loaded. Let her get this off her chest.
Well, that's all the advice I need. Listen to the rest.
I quit my job for that girl. I threw away the career that I built with my own hands. I raised my child at the expense of my own life. But one little slap.
Are you hitting your kid?
There's nothing I can do. I have no choice. I know
You
should never
always have a
raise your
choice.
hand to a child. I know that. I know that. But I have a good reason.
There's no
She
good
doesn't
reason
listen
for
to
that.
me, so what else am I supposed to do?
What the hell do you mean, what am I supposed to do? That's no reason to hit a child.
So of course she starts crying. And it's so irritating that I have to hit her again to get her to stop. And Mizuki cries and cries some more.
Hitting
Why
does
are you
not stop crying.
If you're gonna cry, why didn't you just listen to me in the first place? Then I wouldn't have to hit you. Stupid Mizuki. Stupid
Oh boy,
girl.
this is terrible.
It's not my fault. Everything is her fault.
Have you talked to Renju about this?
I'm trying. I'm trying harder than anyone. Why doesn't anyone see that? Why doesn't anyone understand?
Date.
Yeah, I'll talk to Renju about this.
Wow, she is a legitimately terrible mother. Like, yikes.
It was my misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I thought that mothers love their children unconditionally. But some mothers just can't do that. Well, no. Maybe she does love her. But she has a hard time of it. Shoko was never hugged by her mother. Not because her mother wasn't around. She was raised to never develop a sensitivity to affection. No hugs, no piggyback rides, nothing. Maybe that's why she doesn't know how to love Mizuki. When an animal raised in captivity gives birth, sometimes it just doesn't know how to raise its young. It's just like that.
Interesting analogy.
But that doesn't mean she's blameless in all this. Someone has to put a stop to it.
If I could have, I would have done it a long time ago.
What about counseling?
I did recommend that. She told me, I'm not sick. Why should I go see a doctor? Mizuki is the problem. Mizuki is the sick one.
Maybe it's best if Mizuki and Shoko are separated?
No, Mizuki would never leave Shoko. She wouldn't hear of it. Mizuki and Shoko are practically attached at the hip.
Even with all of the hitting?
Yes. Even if she's abused on a daily basis, even if she's treated like garbage, maybe Mizuki is hungry for love. She craves praise and attention and physical affection. She wants it from her mother. That's why she's so attached.
Couldn't you step in and take over the parenting?
I have a company now.
Lemniscate.
And we're at a crucial stage of development. I can't take even a single second out of my day to deal with a kid.
Hey, that's your daughter you're talking about. Maybe because you two can't cooperate on raising a child, Shoko is having trouble coping.
That might be it. Maybe this is partially my fault.
Yay, everyone's a
I'm
scapegoat.
sorry, but I'm just gonna say it. You two are both awful parents.
But yeah, they are pretty bad parents. Like, good shite.
I knew about the whole thing. That's why 4 years ago, I decided to start taking care of Mizuki. Mizuki, you did nothing wrong. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. Not one single thing was your fault.
I think on that note, we are probably going to call it an episode. We're just gonna move to a location. We're gonna move to Marble. Let's do that. very sad. Very, very sad.
So that's the situation.
Oh, there's more.
I see. Someone with an injured left leg, huh?
There we go. Now we can save. So I think, with all that said and done, we're gonna call it an episode. I know it's a very depressing note to end on, but I figured it leaves some food for thought. And for what it's worth, if you or someone you know is going through something similar, or having to deal with parents that are having difficulties, just know there's hope. And if you're the child in this situation, it's not your fault. It never is. Things will get better. But with that said, if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow my Twitch channel in the description down below so you can tune in when I'm live next, which is usually Wednesdays and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If for some reason I can't make a stream, or if I choose to stream like an extra day in the week, I recommend following my Twitter or joining my Discord server. Links to both of those will be in the description below, because that's where I post updates about my content. And most importantly, subscribe to YouTube for more stream VODs and other gaming content from me. I think an F sharp is a much better note to end on personally. That is a fair point. Also, no, don't tweet at Sword and Penguin for MCN Mike merch. There was no MCN Mike merch yet. We're probably not going to be there for a while, because who would buy merch from a channel with 200 followers? Anyway, that's all from me. I will see you guys in the next episode.